Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Gabriel Night 3. Last time, we got our hands on the Serpent Rouge, and there are quite a few riddles to solve in there, but those riddles will hopefully lead us to where the treasure is. Which, might be a clue as to where the baby is. Hopefully, I don't know. We're sort of, kind of winging it with these connections here, but we'll see. Anyway, I solved the first riddle, so let's go to the second one. There you are.
I was further aided by the parchments of my friend. They murmur of the lady. Long ago her name was Isis, queen of the benevolent springs. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Others knew her as Magdalene with the celebrated vows of healing balm. The initiated knew her to be the Lady of the Lake and Notre Dame de Cross. The circle is the ring, and the crown forms the diadem of the queen of the castle.
So what could possibly be the solution to that? What do you think, Grace?
There are 4 statues of Magdalene with the skull, and 4 names for Magdalene given in Pisces. Isis, Magdalene, Lady of the Lake, and Notre Dame de Cross. And the part about the circle forms the ring. It must be talking about locating the treasure geographically. Maybe there's some circle around here.
Interesting. So, let's look back at the map now. And perhaps if we were to connect all 4 of these statues, it would reveal our circle. So let's go back to Le Chateau. Oh. Let's see. I actually want to go back. Let's perhaps do a search for these. Search Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene was a follower of Jesus during his lifetime. She was the sister of Lazarus, whom Jesus raised from the dead, and Martha. According to St. Luke, she was a notorious sinner, and tradition had gradually woven that into a reputation for prostitution, though no direct reference to this is made in the New Testament. The most famous story involving Mary Magdalene is the tale of how she washed Jesus' feet with her tears, dried them with her hair, and anointed them with balm. For this Jesus praised her love of God. The Gospels also have Mary Magdalene present at Jesus' crucifixion and at the empty tomb when the angels announced his resurrection. After the crucifixion, it is said that Mary sailed to the shores of southern France. Her body is believed to rest in a church near Marseille. Okay, let's go back. If we look at this pamphlet, always keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, we can open it up. Let's see, have I read all this yet? No. The devil in the church draws as much attention as all the other elements combined. What was Abbe Saunier's purpose? Some have linked the devil to the demons, Asmodeus, others to the Cathar idea of Rex Mundi, king of the world. Some tie him to the armchair of the devil nearby, still others to Satan himself, as the sign above proclaims, by this sign you shall conquer him. The Latin on the 4 angels was it par oxine tu vaincras, can be translated as by this sign you shall conquer him, it, or by this sign shall you win him, it. The 4 angels themselves are a classic Catholic motif showing the positions of the hands during genuflection, though some have argued that these angels might not refer to the genuflection but to some secret direction or shape. Saint Roch, along with Saint Germain, is one of 2 regional saints in the church. Roch was the son of the governor Montpellier. He went to Rome and cared for plague victims, curing many miraculously. He is invoked against pestilence and plague and is the patron saint of invalids. Number 3, St. Mary Magdalene. The Magdalene statue is depicted with a cross made of branches, the silver vase of healing balm with which she washed Jesus' feet, and a skull at the saint's feet. The oddity of the statue lies in the unusual juxtaposition of Magdalene and the skull, a relationship uncommon in religious art. Interestingly, there are 3 other Magdalene statues with skulls in 3 other churches in the area: Saint Just et le Bézou, Bucarac, and Costosa. So now we know what those other statues are, along with the one in Rennes-le-Château. And then St. Anthony of Padua. St. Anthony of Padua was a Franciscan monk who focused his ministry on heretics. The statue depicts a vision he had of the infant Christ. The lily represents purity. In keeping with his conversion of the heretics, he is the patron saint of lost items. Then number 5, St. Joseph and the Virgin with infants. Behind the altar can be seen the Holy Family, St. Joseph with infant and Virgin with infant. Some have speculated on the oddity of there being 2 infants depicted between the saints instead of 1. Oh, and there's some more. Number 6, St. Mary Magdalene altar. The altar represents elements found in the Magdalene statue and adds new ones. The Magdalene appears to be in a cave. At her knees is a skull, and she gazes fixedly upon a slight cross made from branches. But on this cross one can see a new living twig growing forth. Could this refer to the living offshoot of Christianity, or... See, number 7, St. Anthony and the Hermit, l'Ermite. St. Anthony, with his books and staff, St. Anthony circa 468 AD, longed for a life of quiet meditation, but he was forced to move to ever more remote locales to escape his growing followers. He finally fled to Lerins, Gaul, also in Languedoc, and there he died. Number 8, Saint Germain. Germain is a local saint from Pibroch, France. Her stepmother starved her, beat her, and forced her to live with the sheep. Despite this cruelty and increasing illness, Germaine remained loving and prayerful. The statue depicts an incident in which Germaine was caught by her stepmother smuggling something in her apron. The mother grabbed at the apron and found it contained flowers, though it was the dead of winter. Germaine claimed that they were from God. She is the patron saint of abused children and poverty. Number 9, Saint John the Baptist and Jesus. Jesus, as he's being anointed by his cousin the Baptist, gazes placidly downward. Number 10, the Sermon on the Mount. Crowning the apse is the large bas-relief of the Beatitudes sermon. The Sermon on the Mount. Many have pointed out the incongruity of the bag of gold and the roses strewn on the hill. And number 11, the church floor. The black and white alternating squares of the church have been much debated. Some have linked tiles to the heretical Cathar notion of duality. The Saunier would have been familiar with Cathar beliefs. There is no reason to assume that he himself expounded them. So these are all paintings in the church, which I should probably look at better next time I go there, and I think that's about it.
All this stuff is interesting, but I'm not sure how to use it.
Well, we will figure it out. Okay, so what we want to do is find those 4 points and see if we can make a circle out of them. So let's go back to Analyze. Let's see, clear points. Okay, so we want to start making points again. We have a 1 here in Rennes-le-Château. Okay. We also have another one in Saint Just et le Bézou, and you can see that cross there. There's one. And we have another one in Bucarac. There's the cross right there. And finally, one in Kotassa. Where the heck is Kotassa? Let's see. Where are you, Kotassa? Oh, there we go. Costassa, I should say. Now we have these points 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's use a shape. We of course want to use the circle. Let's see, let's put that right there and expand it. Let's do that. Shrink it.
Incredible! It's Magdalene's crown. I'll write those coordinates down. It looks like they're at l'Hermitage.
And there we go. Oh, it looks like some time has passed. Well, since some time has passed, some stuff has changed, so let's take a break from this. As interesting as it is, I actually really love this part, because it's so dang interesting, even though it's hard to figure out without a walkthrough. Let's check things out.
I'm ready. Does anyone want to go out? We could drive to the bar at Rennes-le-Bain.
Sure.
What about Grace?
Oh, she's busy with her research. She'll be in the room for... Oh, hey, Grace. Want to go to Rennes-les-Bains with us?
No, thank you.
See, told ya.
Maybe I'll hang out too.
We need you, right, Madeline?
Of course. Do come with us, please.
All right. Grace, see ya.
Don't work too hard. Get some dinner.
I don't think Gabriel wanted Grace alone with him.
Oh, you bet. Jerk.
Anyway, let's, poor Gracie, he's still upset about the comments from last time.
Buonanotte, signori Vaza.
Oh, did I? Oh, don't worry about it. Okay. So we can, talk with these two. See how they're doing.
How you feeling, Lady Howard? Better, I hope.
Oh, don't remind me. Such horrors. One takes a vacation for ease, for comfort. What does one find? Horrors.
Don't think about it, Lily.
I'm sorry. How's dinner? The tomato sauce smells divine.
Oh, I do believe I'll be ill.
Lily, please. Have some water, there's a good girl. Thank you for stopping by, Miss Nakamura.
Sure. Sorry. Bye.
How do you tolerate that woman? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's, leave if Grace will ever get there. There we go. And, we have, Emilio, looks like he's just drinking some water, and, Bukele drinking some wine. I wonder if we can get his fingerprints, since he's holding that glass. If he leaves the glass there, perhaps we can do that.
I don't have anything brilliant to say to them at the moment.
I think we can even look at the glass, can we? Guess not. Oh well. So yeah, he's drinking the water glass. Now, let's just go back up to the computer. Okay, I am back at the computer. Let's look at our next clue. And that is going to be, our next riddle, that is going to be Aries. Let's read it.
The Queen's Guard is the Quaternity, they who stand watch over the Guardian. I look to the north and the west, then the south and the east, and everywhere I see them, their shining swords held out to meet each other. Saint Michael and his brothers, with their feet rooted in the earth, they surround the IS that none may harm her, and stand pressed against her in a way that Pythagoras would have approved.
Pythagoras? Quaternity, Pythagoras. This might be stuff we need to look up.
Okay. The Queen is the circle, I think. Her guard is the Quaternity. North, west, south, then east. Those are directions, so something is surrounding her. Saint Michael and his brothers.
Well, let's do a little bit more research. Let's go with quaternity. Generally meaning any group of four, but the term is used almost exclusively in alchemy and geometry. Let's see. In alchemy, the square represents the quaternity and in general all four-part concepts such as the four seasons, the four cardinal directions, and the four stages of man. The square itself is represented by the number 4. It is solid and earthy and stable as opposed to the more dynamic, fluid, heavenly form of the circle. See also tilted square.
A tilted square represents the light along with the circle. That must be the part about the cat reflects the light in harmony with their queen. So we're looking for a tilted square.
Squaring the
We're
circle.
supposed to square the circle on the map. But how?
See, squaring the circle like the philosopher's stone was the alchemist's dream, and the geometrical representation of squaring the circle. The square is placed so that the circle fills up maximally without breaking the square's boundaries. Symbolically, it represents the union of heaven, the circle, and earth, the square, thus bringing opposites together in a united whole, creating a kind of transcending or superconsciousness. These aims and the representation with these particular symbols were the parlance of mystics, alchemists, and Gnostics of the Middle Ages. Interesting. Let's see, what about Saint Michael? Saint Michael is one of the 7 archangels in the Christian tradition. It is Michael who wrestles with the devil and wins. He's often depicted fighting a dragon or the devil in human form. In some accounts, he's the angel who threw Satan out of heaven at the time of the fall. As such, Michael is often called upon by the faithful to help them resist temptation and evil. Michael has various occult significances. In alchemy, he is one of the 4 angels, along with Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, who hold the 4 corners of the world, who represent the 4 elements fire, wind, air, and water. Alright. And what about Pythagoras? Am I spelling that right? I am not. Oh, that's spelled with an A, not U. Here we go. The Greek philosopher of 6th century BC, who founded a school and a philosophical system, Pythagoreanism, named after him. Born on the Greek island of Samos off the coast of Asia Minor, he migrated as an adult to the Greek city-state of Croton, modern Crotone, in southern Italy about 530 BC. As a teacher and leader, Pythagoras possessed extraordinary charisma. In Croton, he established a society or brotherhood of religious ethical orientation. Within its initiates, the society fostered strong bonds of friendship and a feeling of elitism through ritual esoteric symbolism and a code of righteous self-control that included taboos. The basis of his teaching was ethical, religious, and mystical. He believed in metempsychosis, the concept of the soul, both human and animal, passes from one body to another body. It is uncertain whether metempsychosis, geez, that is a weird word, included the belief in the immortality of the soul or not. However, the concept provided the rationale for many of the practices within his society, which included vegetarianism and rituals of purification, which were thought to promote superior reincarnation. To the alchemist, Pythagoras is regarded as the father of mathematical mysticism, a role which scholars debate, and several key doctrines such as the squaring of the circle are attributed to him. The image below is an example of Pythagorean geometry. So this may be a clue as to what we are looking for on the map. We need to add some more shapes. Alright, let's go back to the map. And let's square the circle. Let's see. So it should be... No, I don't want to do that.
I'm sure that square is the right size, but I'm not sure what angle it's at in relation to the meridian. Maybe Taurus can help.
Alright, let's take a look at Taurus then. So that is riddle number 3 solved. Let's look at riddle number 4.
In the sanctuary is the font, fountain of love of those who believe, reminding us of these words, "By this sign you will conquer." I understand this now. The 4 are the stuff of the alchemist's laboratory, and their cant reflects the light in harmony with their queen. And yet the angels hold tight the secret of the angle that is the key to the kingdom. My friend knows the secret, but wisely he hides the fruit among the chaff, that the treasure not be lost to the infidels.
Let's think on that.
How do I tilt the square? It says, my friend knows the secret, but wisely hides the fruit among the chaff. Who's my friend? Is it talking about the parchments again?
I don't know why you think that, but let's take a look at the parchments again. So, let's go back to files. Yeah, we already know that. Oh, it's not in this one, I don't think. It's going to be in the second one. Oh wait, did we already? Okay, there we go. We already looked at this, but okay, there we go. French recognized, but text breaks not clear. Let's see. This need a shepherdess, know without temptation that person to hold the key. Even by the cross in the house of God, a complete destroy this demon spirit guardian at midday to the meridian blue apples. Still a bit confusing. Maybe we should go out and take a look around again. Maybe we could find something out about those 4 guardians, because that sounds familiar.
I'm simply not up for another boring night in our room. I mean, I realize this is not the Riviera, but surely something can be done.
A little quiet would be good for you after today's excitement. And we can go over the...
No, not that. My brain hurts already. I say there, Signore Buchelli. Are you up for bridge?
Con molto piacere. It would be a pleasure.
Now what about a 4th? You there, Miss... Oh, bother.
It's Grace.
Of course it is. Won't you join us for bridge, Grace?
Oh, no, thank you. Why don't you ask...
What about Mr. Wilkes? Where is Mr. Wilkes?
I was just wondering that myself, Signora. I haven't seen him since he left the hotel this afternoon.
What a bother. How unsociable people are these days. No manners whatsoever. I say, Mr. Barzer, would you join us?
I would be happy to oblige.
Guess they're all gonna go play bridge. Alright. Once again, let me click out of Facebook. I keep forgetting I have it tabbed up. There we go. Alright. He left his glass there, but let's deal with that later. I want to go back to the church, which is this way. Let's go inside. So yeah, here's all the stuff that the pamphlet was talking about. Let's take a look here.
It's Saint Roche. I'm not sure how he relates to the mystery. Maybe he's just here because he was a local.
I was pronouncing him Saint Roque. Whoops. Alright, let's see.
I believe that's where they give sermons.
Oh, that's not what I was going to look at, but okay.
That's Joseph and baby Jesus. Or is it? It's the Virgin Mary and Jesus. The question is, who's Joseph holding then?
It's a good question. Although I don't think this is quite where I want to be. Let's go back out. Actually, I think we want to look here.
It's a bas-relief frieze.
Where's what I'm looking for? Hold on. I think there's something else I need to do here. Here's
Taurus says, my friend hides the fruit among the chaff. If the blue apple's bit is the fruit, perhaps the piece 681 by the cross and this horse of God part is the chaff. In other words, a red herring. So, I complete this spirit guardian, okay, that must be the square, at midday or to the meridian, blue apples. Blue apples? That's what the old lady at Chateau de Serres said to me. She meant grapes. Could blue apples be referring to vineyards? Serres itself?
Okay, so for some reason I kept thinking that there was something in the church we needed, but I actually don't think so. I'll meet you back at the computer. Okay, you know what? I'm actually having kind of a tough time with this one. I may need to get more into it off screen because, yeah, this part is really hard even if you think you know what you're doing. So let's finish things off by getting some fingerprints. From this glass here.
Not a single print. Now, isn't that odd?
How could he have not left a print? What's going on? Anyway, also if you go in here right now, you can see them playing bridge.
I have got other things to do. I don't want to interrupt their game.
So yeah, there they are. So can I figure out this strange Taurus puzzle? Well, you're just going to find out next time on Let's Play Gabriel Knight 3. Thank you for watching and have a good day.